in Soin Sigoet. Kindly, can that place be divided to have several sub-locations? Because that place covers almost 7 locations in Nyakach, and it's only one sub-location. It will really, really help us. Can we have more stock theft units across the border so that this menace be solved? Can the border chiefs be equipped with firearms, if possible? We've lost many lives.
Why firearm?
Okay, because as I am a victim, we normally
Do the people who come attack chiefs and so forth, do they carry firearms?
They don't carry firearms. They carry arrows, bows and arrows.
Okay.
But we, as the chiefs bordering those areas, we are the first persons to get information that arrows are stolen.
Okay.
You got it. We've lost many lives, but the government is not compensating them due to stock theft. Kindly, how can it be done so that they feel appreciated, even if they've lost? We cannot pay lives, but some do lose even the key persons in the society, breadwinners of the family. Sometimes even 3 people in one family dies because of this, but it can be controlled. Second point, the boundary dispute between Nyakach and the neighboring community. It's a big issue. This time we've had peace, only that Baba Raila is in one bed with our president. But if in any case we work separately with our neighbors, we must have conflict. It's a norm. But since our president comes in power, we've not had that serious conflict. So can this boundary issue, there are only 2 things, stock theft and boundary issue, then things will be done. We are in one Kenya, and we request this. Another point is about our civil servants working in Nyakach sub-county. Our colleagues do get hardship allowance. But other civil servants working in Nyakach sub-county, like police officers, chiefs, other ministries, they don't get. Do these people work in a separate sub-county, or we work in the same environment? Lastly, my boss, that land has been an issue. Land has been an issue in Nyakach sub-county, and a land office in Awase that serves as was burnt, and it's under reconstruction. And moving from Nyakach to Awase cost around 1,000 shillings to and fro. And we have very, very, very poor people in the society that needs help of the land office. Can this land office be devolved and be brought to Nyakach sub-county so that it serves people of Nyakach without any cost? Thank you, and may God bless you as you discharge your duties to help.
Asante sana. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chief. Now let's proceed.
Thank you, sir. Let's have the OCS, Mr. Madheka.
Good afternoon, sir. Our chief guest, Honorable Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and National Administration, our Honorable Dr. Raymond Omolo, Principal Secretary for Minister of Interior and National Administration, the Deputy Governor, His Excellency Dr. Matthew Howili. Also, allow me to recognize our able Deputy Inspector General, Mr. Gilbert Masengeli. All protocols observed. It is my great opportunity, given a chance, to speak before you. By name, I'm Chief Inspector Benson Madeka, the OCS Kisumu Central, representing the OCS and much of our commanders within Kisumu Central. Kisumu Central takes much of the activities, and it's the center of many activities within the county, and we have a lot within us. As police officers, we try to do what is within our mandate and what is best to make sure that we achieve the best results, and also to make sure that we serve the Kenyans to the best expectation we can. However, in our undertakings and in our activities, and as we execute our duties, as people who have a responsibility, we really want to appreciate you, sir, for the good job and the relationship that you've built between us, the administration, and also the entire members of public within the country. It is really encouraging, and it is giving us power and the energy to keep moving within our duties. We have challenges which are normal in our workplace, and I'm so happy as a representative of police station commanders that you've, in your undertakings, addressed much of them. In your welcome brief, you talked much of training, which is a very key thing in our job. Frequently, officers, when they are trained, they get motivated, they get to be acquainted with what they have to do at their workplace. However, sometimes back when we were being employed, there are activities which used to take place time and again, which used to motivate us. We have some activities like competitions, which used to bring us together, create some teamwork spirit, which really pushed us to work professionally and also help us assist members of public when required to do so. For example, of the same is first aid competitions. First aid competition is an activity that was organized from our headquarters, and it really used to nurture our talents and also help us be able to help members of public when in need. Many times we are faced by a situation where we are required to assist members of public who are in need. Somebody falls down at town, a police officer is required to go and attend that person. An accident has occurred, a police officer is required to go and attend that one. Anybody who is in need and a member of public cannot assist, they are brought to the station. A police officer will be required to assist that person. So when such trainings and competitions are conducted, they equip the officers with the good knowledge which will help us. Also, we had a shooting competition, which is also a very good practice for us. It will help us to be very effective in our in execution of our duties. Also, we have things like sports. Much of us are very much aware. We have police officers who have excelled very much well on matters of sports. And that gives us the power, it encourages us, and it makes us keep moving. However, on the same line of trainings, we have an issue that has affected this area. Since I was posted here, I've also noted we have issues of gender-based violence. And much of issues that happen within the central police station and the neighborhood, if we have victims of gender-based violence, the victims are brought to the Kisumu Central Police Station. At Kisumu Central Police Station, we have a children protection unit, but it will be my humble request that we construct a children protection unit that is I was saying at the Kisumu Central Police Station, I was saying we hold within us, that is the regional police commander's office. We have the county police commander's office, and we also have the sub-county police commander's office at the central, and that is where we have central police station. With a children protection unit that is working functional, will help us be able to assist members of public who requires our assistance. On the same side, we also have structures that we call safe house. Safe houses are very important to us as police officers. For example, if we get people or members of public who are stranded, they have traveled from different areas and have no place, or they have no assistance, they only need police assistance, we need a place where we can assist them as we connect with other organizations or facilities which has been assisting us. That is very crucial to us and to the members of public within this area. That facility will be of much importance. Again, much has been talked about our relationship between our colleagues. I believe as an OCS, I have a responsibility to ensure that I have good working relationship, one, with the county government. I have the National Administration Office, that includes the chiefs and our senior officers to the level of a regional commissioner, and all officers involved. It is a responsibility of the office holders within a certain area to ensure that we work together. It is not only my responsibility, it is not the chief's responsibility only, but all of us who are involved in providing security, it is our responsibility to ensure that we build a good working relationship. For the county government, we have the Excellence Deputy Governor here with us. He's a good friend of us. He has been assisting us. But I will request we have the proper lighting within Kisumu Central, because at times we are faced with the challenges of darkness. Like when we are policing within areas of Milimani, and we get very dark streets, that encourages thuggery. And with good lighting, it will help us. There was an initiative of Mlikamwizi. It was an initiative that was used countrywide. That initiative has really helped us. As police officers, places where we have that Mlikamwizi, you rarely get a house-breaking issue. Again, on the same side, working closely with the county government has also helped us. Sharing of information. This county of Kisumu has its own dynamics. The relationship between the police and the members of public can be good more than it is, and that will only be if the members of public have confidence with us. If the members of public have confidence with the chiefs and the area administration officers, the village elders, if there is any information that you get that a police officer should work on, if we get proper information, time information, as police officers, we shall be able to act on it on time and ensure that we deliver. Our challenges as police officer, we have this issue that has disturbed us so much. This issue of medical insurance. Many times, we are working extra hours. We are required to deliver at even time when somebody does not expect you to have worked. We worked even for more than 8 hours. Sometimes you might find yourself you have to work for extra hours, and you do not complain. Now, when your family is not well, when they go to an hospital and they find that they cannot be attended to, a doctor tells you, or an attendant in an hospital tells you, we cannot attend to you because you have a limit that has been placed into your insurance cover. It is embarrassing. Sometimes a child will ask, Daddy, what am I doing here? Kwani Daddy umeshindwa kulipa? Some questions, some things are embarrassing to us. I think this is something affecting us, and I believe something is capable of being done. There's a time we really enjoyed good services, a comprehensive cover, whereby you can walk in an hospital, you are treated, go home. They'll ask you which insurance cover you are using, the National Police Service insurance cover, you are taken care of, you go home. Our chief guest, that is something that is affecting our morale, and with your input, I know we shall achieve much. On transport, I want to do patrols. I want to use police car. I want to make sure that police presence is felt within Kisumu Central. For an example, within my station, I have one Land Cruiser. One Land Cruiser, and with the dynamics of situation of crime within Kisumu Central, it's not enough. With more provision and facilitation on transport, we will be more effective. I want to respond to matters. I've divided my officers in different categories to ensure that they are able to respond to situations as they come. But sometimes they'll ask, afande wapi mafuta? Tutaenda namna gani? So I know I've followed what you've said. You've said it again. I know you'll do something to us. Our uniform. The Kenya Police Service uniform. We have had issues on that. And I know something has been mentioned about our uniform. Our chief guest, it will be my appeal that if there is something being done to make sure that we have a similar and uniform that cuts across, which makes us be presentable, we shall be much appreciating. Sometimes we have this uniform, but they are not enough. We appreciate what your office has done to us, but if we get more and uniform that is sufficient to us, we shall much appreciate. I really want to appreciate you for the opportunity given and the time given for us to hear, share, interact. I've been in the service for quite a long time. I've never got such an opportunity. I'm much humbled, sir. Thank you. God bless you.
Let's appreciate him. The next OCS, please come. Our next OCS is Mr. Kibiton Boino.
Our chief guest and your national team, sir, regional security team, sub-county security team, in Gao, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name is Kibiton Boyin, OCS Mikosi within Kisumu County, Kisumu East sub-county. Sir, I would be very brief. I will be addressing much of policy issues guided by Section 40 of the National Police Service Act that entails what is a police station. My first item, sir, my first item is issue of professionalism within the National Police Service. That In the past, we used to have a professional allowance for experts like police signalers, drivers, mechanics, among others. It used to motivate police officers because for this case, an officer goes for an extra course to acquire knowledge and skills. But of late, those allowances are not there. So, for example, you find a mechanic, you instruct him or her to repair your vehicle. But at the end of the day or at the end of the month, he or she gets nothing. Item number 2. Police stations, maintenance of police stations. We have all the new police stations within our country or our county. In the allocations are given to station commanders, maintenance and repairs are not factored in. Whereby, for example, in an OCS office, you will be receiving visitors day in, day out, coming with their various problems. But the seats or the tables there are depleted. So if it can be factored in that the OCS AIE, that maintenance allowance or maintenance allocation is important. Item number 3, recruitment policy. Sir, I know in due time we are having recruitment. In that category, maybe you have O levels, graduates, or degree holders. I would request, sir, that the officers who are in the service to be given a first considerations on those matters of professionals. Because here, training a civilian to be a police officer is so costly. And here within the service, there is a police officer who has endeavored to use his or her money to train himself to acquire knowledge, but he does not get that opportunity. So I'm requesting that if those officers are serving, because they have incurred a lot financially to acquire that knowledge, to be considered. Item number 4, promotional policy. Sir, thank you very much for looking into it. That you have said of ranks between constable to inspectors. We have 16 ranks within the National Police Service. So this one, you have considered her is from constable to inspector. Chief inspectors and above, we are not looked into. Or bottom up. But we requested her, it goes up even because it is us who are so close with these junior officers. So maybe we requested that maybe you consider chief inspectors and above. Item number 5 is food and ration to prisoners. Every now and then, we get bending bills at our police stations. That after several months or in a quarter, we have officers from headquarters coming the bills, bending bills at the police stations. There are 2 issues here. Confidence between the contractor and the OCS becomes an issue because somebody would not like to supply food to a station whereby he incurs bending bills every now and then. Secondly, the officers who are coming to assess for the pending bills, they are using government money to go around the country to check about the pending bills. If it can be looked into, because every now and then, sub-county police commander, county commander and above knows the number of prisoners, because we report every station do have at an average, so that during the allocation it can be done once and for all and minimize cost and create trust between the contractors and the police. Lastly, is issue of salaries. There is an item here, tunaita mnyama, maximum, that maybe if you are a corporal, you have what we call maximum, whereby if you will not rise to that rank, you will be earning that amount for the number of years, maybe until you retire, if you will not go up. So maybe if it can be looked like our teaching fraternity, whereby you have a teacher, senior teacher, which comes with some allowances. So it motivates this officer, because not all promotions comes with loss. Not all inspectors will be given inspectors. So, and also there are some maybe who might not climb up because of their personal issues, private issues, or medical matters. But this officer is hardworking, disciplined. Let him or her be looked into. Lastly, recommendation for the trust, which our colleagues have talked in Ngao. We used to have a police open day in the past years. So if this can be structured and brought in policy, whereby members of the public and all other interested groups within a given station, they be structured that they have a police open day where they can come, being taken through, being shown what are services offered at that police station. I believe all these minor complaints will be reduced. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Sir, our next speaker will be an ACC, Mr. Lazarus Obwar.
Thank you, Madam Marcy. To our chief guest, CS Interior, our PS, DIG, Deputy Governor, the political class, and all other senior government officials, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Yeah, my name is Lazarus Obwar, Assistant County Commissioner, Nyahera Division, in Kisumu West Sub-County. And I'm here to represent and to present the views and concerns of my colleagues, the ACCs. So number one, sir, we wish to first of all thank you so much and sincerely for the recent promotions that most of us got. Some of our colleagues were promoted to the position of Deputy County Commissioners. Some of us were promoted to senior ACCs. And therefore, we are so much grateful, sir. However, sir, we realized that as we were promoted, there was a vacuum left somewhere for the ACC2. And therefore, we'll have that we have ACC3, then you jump to senior ACCs. So our colleagues in that cadre are requesting, sir, that if they be considered for promotion to fill the position of ACC2s. Secondly, sir, we also have some of our colleagues that were promoted to this. They have also requested, some of them entered the service some years as in other categories before they became ACCs, and they have been requesting that if they can be reconsidered for further promotion to DCCs. There's a petition they presented to your office, and they have asked that they get guidance on its current status, sir. Number two, sir, you talked about trainings, and we are so much grateful for that, but our request at ACCs is that these trainings be timely so that they are not just seen to boost our progression, but also to sharpen our skills. We know we have DPA and senior management courses. We request that we don't wait until it is late. They be provided on the timely basis, sir. Number 3, sir, I wish to talk on the issue of AIE, allocation to officers. Sir, the current value of items, market value of items has risen, and items bought 3 years or 4 years ago, buying them today is somehow more costly, sir. And this allocation of funding, it has gradually gone down, and we'll appreciate probably if it can be enhanced so that we are able to purchase items at the current rate, sir. And on the same, sir, we request that the same allocation be our colleagues at the headquarters, the A1s, and the ACC ones at the sub-county levels, because those are also independent offices, sir. Number 4, sir, on our mobility. I found most of us do not have vehicles. Work so much. And we request that if possible, sir, we are requesting that if possible, our officers be provided with vehicles so that they are able to reach various destinations and to respond to various incidences within their areas. Because sometimes we have to rely on others' vehicles, which delays our action. And on that note, sir, we request that some of us go as far as using their own means to respond to issues. If there can be structures for such officers, then you'll be provided with avenues probably to claim extra expenses that we incur to maybe reach to respond to other issues. On security of Ngao Afande, most of our work, the nature of our work, sometimes we are sensitive. We are forced to do cases on very sensitive matters that sometimes endanger our lives. And therefore, we will request that the issue of Ngapu be expedited so that we have that feeling of security in our offices. So the next one was on uniform, but you spoke about it and we are happy about it. What we may request is that they try to bring us fitting uniforms. The ones that were brought recently for our chiefs, you realize that some were still baggy and oversized, so they had to redo them. So if we improve on that, sir, then it will be very good for us and we'll look more neat, sir. Sir, next is on transfers. Sir, us as ACCs, we know we work and we can work anywhere. But we request that the transfers should not destabilize our families. Sometimes they come when we have just reported, you have enrolled our children in schools, then you are told to leave. That one affects their schooling, sir. Probably to finish, I want to say something on the licensing of bus. Afande, bus licensing is being done by the county and we do enforcement. And we are doing it very well in coordination. But where the problem is this issue of temporary licenses, the ones that are issued for extension of hours. This has been a problem in our areas, and we request the county government that before this license is issued, let us have dialogue. We see if the area is okay for an extension of such time. Otherwise, some of the members, they get those licenses, and it makes our works very difficult. And finally, sir, housing of ACCs. Most of us do not have government houses, sir, within our offices. So we will request, if now that we have this affordable housing, probably if you can share with your counterpart at the housing department, so that as they do the houses, they consider even doing some houses in every division, in every sub-county, for our officers to at least work within their stations. Thank you so much, sir. May God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him once again. Sir, the ACCs decided to be represented by only one of them, and now we are done with the ACCs. I want us to move to the traffic police, and Mr. William Swakey will represent his colleagues. Karibu.
Thank you, sir. Our chief guest, Honorable Onesimus Kipchumba Murkomen, our PS, Dr. Omolo, our DIG, Mr. Masingeli, and all protocol observed. Good afternoon. Sir, I might not take much of your time, because I think everything that I had has been said by the previous commanders. Sir, I just want to take a few minutes, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, to touch much on the issues that are affecting the traffic department sections within Kisumu County. So firstly, the Kisumu County consists of 7 traffic bases, starting from Kisumu Central, Maseno Traffic Base, Kondele Traffic Base, Kombewa Traffic Base, Aero Traffic Base in Nyando, Paponditi Traffic Base, and Muhoroni Traffic Base. So the challenges that we are facing are all the same in all bases. The first challenge that we are facing as the traffic section is the mobilities, of which I think every spokesman have spoken about. Lack of vehicles. So we lack vehicles, and we find it difficult to respond to scenes of accidents when it occurs. But we have received immense support from our OCPDs and our counterpart OCSS. But at times we find it, their vehicles engage in other duties and making us held behind, not to be able to respond, and forcing some officers to respond to scenes of accidents in order for them to secure the scenes. So we request if at least every base can have a motor vehicle. So in other essential equipments, many traffic bases lack essential equipments like speed guns, alcohol blows, and many other communication gadgets that limit the ability to enforce traffic effectively and safely. We request if this can be made available, at least in all bases we across. So the medical issue of the insurance cover has been spoken, but we just want to let you know that it cuts across all of us, that the insurance cover is not actually favoring us. Instead, it is actually bringing the morale of ourselves down. So with the request that we are putting before you, we believe that you are going to sit down with your office and try to make it comprehensive, such that if I enter a facility or my family enters a facility, they are treated and discharged without such questions. So another issue that we would request, if it can be possible, is the installation of CCTVs across all open roads across the towns. So this one will help to curb the issues of hit and run accidents, which are normally not reported. When you visit a scene, you find that the vehicle that has committed an act has left and it will never be traced. We request the same be planted so that we can get to access such information for victims to be compensated. Also, another request is for signage and marking of our roads by Kena and Kura. Some of the signs on the road are not seen anymore, or some of the road have changed. So we request if they can be marked, especially where pedestrians are using, so that any person, be it a motorcycle rider or a tuk-tuk rider, can actually be able to see what is before them and be able to use the same in the right way. Sir, on those few remarks, I beg to sit. I'm sorry I never said my name. My name is William Swakey, Olenerichet, the base commander Kondele. Thank you, sir.
Asante sana. Please let's appreciate him. Sir, we now move to the formed up units, and I would like to invite Mr. Mwangi.
Just hold on, kidogo too. Is there an OCS? No, first, is there an ACC? Because once we finish ACC and OCSs, all these other people, regional commissioner and AITA, they just come and say, I agree. Is there an OCS? Who thinks that your colleague left anything? Madeka and the other one. OCSs, anything? Yeah, one. Yes, one OCS. Watu wa Mike walienda wapi tena? And you need to improve the mic, eh? Yeah, and it's not an excuse that kuna radio calls hapa. Kwani haikuwa jana na juzi? Proceed.
Thank you. Our chief guest, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen. Protocols observed. I just want to be very precise and brief. And if I got you well, you said the main objective was to create a base that can address the concerns, interrogate problems, and formulate policy decision to have a roadmap that can make police and also govern the security of this country. My name is Chief Inspector Njoroge Kagera, OCS Awasi. But our main problem first that has not been addressed is about strength of the police stations. And as we await for the recruitment, there are those things that we can do with what we have. Balancing of the strength that we have. You find there are those stations within the town that are very close to each other, having so many officers, whereas those some in the reserves have very few officers. With the due support, you can, our DIG and IG can give permission to regional commanders so that they can balance, because nowadays you cannot do without their approval. Number two, the AIE. I didn't hear my colleagues talk about that the AIE was scaled down. And it is the AOCSs who pay for prisoners' meal. Whatever is being presented for us is very little, and therefore
sometimes... That one he said. He said that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lastly, on formulation of the policy to give the roadmap. We have seen so many kind of what we are doing. We have the Kregera report, we have the Working Commission, juzi tulikuwa na Maraga Task Force, and the NADOC report. As you also go and formulate a report, put into consideration those, because most of them are occupying with the dust where they were put. Even the Constitution of Kenya is not fully implemented for the National Police Service. Then, finally, on how to create proper good work relationship with our chiefs, sub-chiefs, and also the GAO team. Sometimes we as OCSs, we don't just need you to make ourselves work better. It is our duty as the OCSs to walk out of the station, out of our comfort zone, and go meet these chiefs. It is our obligations because these are the people known. Mimi nikiretire nitaenda kwetu, lakini chief ataretire kwa hiyo kijiji. He is well known. He knows all the criminals there. If you do better baraza with them, me, in hours, that's what I do with my ACC. We conduct barazas, and that is how we get the names of the criminals. And we have managed to minimize crime. So our colleagues, zingine si za kungoja tufanyiwe. We need to go out and have barazas pamoja with this GAO team. Number 2, we must make wananchi respect them. Mmoja amesema pale isipokuwa hiyo kijiti yako nayo sisi tuko na buduki. Let the people in the village respect the chiefs and sub-chiefs by you supporting them whenever they call you for sins and crime scenes by responding to them. So you make people understand them and they respect them. Mimi nikienda baraza na wabia mtu ya kuguza chief, anaguza porcupine behind. Kwa hivyo, lazima wa respect chief. So, another thing, we need to respect them whenever they come to us. Wakiingia ofisi yako, mpatie heshima. Msikize, kama kitu si mzuri, mwambie hapo chief, hiyo si mzuri. But sio kumtupanisha na kumuongelesha maneno mbaya. These people, without them, we cannot make those places we work. Because it is them who give us what we want for us to make that place safe. It is the chiefs who have the information. Finally, there is something I have done, and I remember we went for it. Youth engagement. There is a system that is being done by somebody called Karanja Muraya, and I know you have met him, about Station Ryason's Youth Officer, SIRO. Those things, if put in action, we can engage these youths so that every station at least have a youth liaison officer who can be able to receive these youths when they report. Because youth see us, police officers, as enemies to them. An example, whenever we are called upon to go to respond to demonstrations, it is us who get out armed to go and quell the demonstrations. We end up becoming the enemy after the demonstrations. Sisi dia tupatangi jia ya kupita. Please, we want these local politicians to help us because they carry masses and they manage the crowds. Whenever you want to have a baraza or whenever you have to have a political gathering in my area, mimi sitaki pesa yako, but inform me for information, such that when you are there, your opponent will not fight you for me just to come and start fighting those people. Inform us just for information so that we can plan. Thank you so much.
Well done, OCS. Is it something burning? Yeah? Okay, but yeah, 1 minute.
Our chief guests, sir, all protocols officers, good afternoon, sir. I have 2 issues. Most of them have been addressed by my colleague, but mine is on policy. Currently, where we are heading to, our chief guest, police will be handcuffed in managing riots. Courts have openly dismissed applications that favor police while using Police Act. So it is our request that legislators through your office come up with a policy and come up with a law that will assist police in managing riots. All those acts that were in favor of police to use firearms in Police Act are null and void. They only depend on the Constitution. That is one. Number two, Your Honor, you talked about goons. And partially, my colleague has mentioned about it. We would request your good office to liaise with the political side, because most of the goons, and my colleagues will agree with me, they are from the political side. I don't think if...
Wewe ongea tu free, wacha uoga. Ona unatafuta Kiingereza ya kutumia.
Bwana CS, sidhani kama chief ama my sub-county police commander ama RC atakuwa na goons. Hana kitu ya kuwapea. Although I want to commend some politicians, they don't work with goons. And you'll never see people hovering around their vehicles. So, police, we are in a problem. Those are my 2 points to note. Thank you.
And they are very important. Thank you very much. ACC, kuna ACC moja. Hakuna anything yenye ilibakishwa. Yes, is there. Mbatia mic hapo.
Sir, I'm Kiru Shadrack. I'm Assistant County Commissioner, Nyando Division, sir. Mine are two. One is a concern concerning our young boys and girls because of the issue of juvenile, not corporal punishment. We've been in barazas with even my OCS, the one who have just seated down, and most of the concerns from the parents is that the removal of corporal punishment has really made things hard because of the issue of wazazi watoto kuwa watundu shuleni ama nyumbani. So if possible, if corporal punishment will be brought back, itatusaidia sir. Ya pili sir, it's a request. I have in my division, I have 4 police stations. Out of the 2, that is Awasi and Ahero, they have motor vehicles. However, we have 2, that's Boya Police Station and Kodete Police Station. My request, sir, is that if they can get vehicles, they don't have vehicles, yet, especially Kodete Police Station, it serves the last location, which is a border between us and Sigawet sub-county, which is in Rift Valley. And this is where we have stock theft and other related conflicts. So if we can get the vehicles, even one, it will really assist us, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Aya, endelea RC sasa. You know, these people are wako ground. Yeah. So wale wenye wanaongea wanasema tu we agree.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, the point I'm making is that for the sub-county security committee members, I'm not saying don't say anything. I'm saying add to something that has not been said. Don't repeat the ones the officers below you have said.
Thank you, sir. We now move to the formed up units. And I would like to request Mr. Mwangi to represent them from the Border Patrol Unit. Karibu.
Our CS, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen. Our PS, Dr. Rimo Domolo. Our DIG, Sir Gilbert Masengeli. All distinguished guests present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Chief Inspector Mwangi Waithaka from Border Police Unit. And Border Police Unit, it's a tactical unit. I'm here to represent 4 formed up units. That is Border Police Unit, Rapid Deployment Unit, located at Muhoroni. Border Police Unit, it's located at Kisumu Port, POE, point of entry. We have Anti-Stock Theft Unit, located at Nyakach. And we have Water Police Unit, that is located within Kisumu region. And with all humility, sir, I request I give you some documents here for follow-up and reference, sir. Thank you, sir. I will start with Border Police Unit. And as you know very well that Border Police Unit, it's a tactical unit that has an expansive mandate within our Republic of Kenya. And within Border Police Unit, we have a company called BOSOPS. BOSOPS, it's a company that deals with maritime operations. And we are located at Kisumu Port, point of entry. So for us to be able to perform our mandate as Border Police Unit BOSOPS, we are requesting your good office to help us with a boat. This boat will help us very much to perform our maritime and amphibians operations. The boat will also help us to do patrols along the port area and the channels. That boat will also help us to deter fishing along the port area and also along the critical facilities like the airport and also port and railways. Our boat will help us to curb illegal fishing gears and equipments. As well, it will help us to deter smuggling of goods within Lake Victoria to entry of our county, sir. Also, the same boat, if your good office gives us, it will help us to perform rescue missions that at times we get drowning and capsizing of boats, so that we can be able to perform our maritime amphibians operations very well, sir. On the same note, sir, as a recommendation, this boat, I recommend to have a 150 horsepower speedboat. And as you know, sir, for us to be able to perform our maritime operations, maintaining marine operations, it's very expensive, sir. So we request your good office that we may have a maintenance package that comes along with the fuel allocation. Sir, allow me to move to our rapid deployment unit, that is RDU. Our RDU officers located in Muhoroni are performing a tremendous job. They do patrols, both using their range, Ford Ranger. And they have one challenge, and I will start with the challenge of accommodation. Sir, officers in Muhoroni, they have a very good PR with the members of the public. So members of the public decided to give them a piece of land. And as we speak, they have a title deed. So since this is a permanent base for our officers in rapid deployment unit in Muhoroni, we would like to request your good office that you help them put up affordable housing program so that we can solve the problem of housing for officers who are there and for officers who will come. On the same note, we would request to have at rapid deployment unit a tactical land cruiser, which is back-to-back for easy movement, because it is a tactical unit that requires not a normal land cruiser, but a back-to-back tactical land cruiser. Let me proceed to anti-stock theft unit. It is located at Nyakach, and it has got several base camps. And the same problem of accommodation these officers are facing. And in the wisdom of the commander there and the officers, with a good PR with the members of the public, they were given land, and the land at Sondu base camp, and another land at Kapsok base camp, they were given land. For them, they have allotment letter, and it's awaiting a title deed. So in your good officer, we request that if they may put up affordable housing there, we can solve the problem of accommodation for these officers who are there and for officers who will come. On the same note, officers at Nyakach, that is anti-stock theft unit, they have a problem of mobility, whereby they have a phone ranger. This phone ranger, it is not friendly for rough terrain. It is friendly for soft terrain. Sir, we request your good office that they may have a Land Cruiser for both, or they may have both, the Land Cruiser and the tactical, they may have both the phone ranger and the Land Cruiser. For one, the Land Cruiser will deal with hard terrain, the rough terrain, and also for the phone ranger, it will cater for the purposes of soft terrain. Officers at us2, they are requesting to have a motorcycle so that they can be able to maneuver in places where they cannot access. So that they can be able to have movement and also to do rec and intel gathering. My last unit, it is the newly formed unit. It's called Water Police Unit. Water Police Unit, it's mandated to deal with illegal connections, tampering of water meters, vandalism, water theft. And as you know, nowadays, we don't have, due to the Water Police Unit, nowadays, this issue of water theft, vandalism, it has really gone down. They have a challenge of, they lack training on non-revenue water issues. And also they have a problem of understaffing. With those few remarks, I want to thank you so much, sir, and thank you for listening to me, and may God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate him. Asante sana. I now wish to move to the next unit. I would like to invite a representative of the administration, police commanders in the sub-counties. Please come over. Mr. Ibrahim Nur, karibu.
Our CS for Interior and National Administration, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, leadership of Kisumu County led by Deputy Governor Dr. Matthew Owili, our PS Internal Security Dr. Raymond Omolo, our DIG APS, Sir Gilbert Masengeli, members of Parliament present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Sir, I am Chief Inspector Ibrahim Mohamed Nur, the Sub-County AP Commander Nyakach. I am here to present memoranda from Sub-County AP Commanders Kisumu. Honorable CS, on behalf of Sub-County AP Commanders Kisumu, we sincerely appreciate your leadership in resolving job group impasse between the two job groups of police, that was senior sergeant and inspectors. That's one of the outcomes of Jukwaa Usalama forums. With that milestone noted, sir, I wish to present the following memoranda highlighting key challenges for your policy guidance. Number 1, harmonization of APS and KPS command structures. Currently, sir, there exists disparity in ranking structure between the two services, that is interterritorial command, that is county, region, and sub-counties. You will find the command of Kenya Police is almost one rank higher the commanders of the Administration Police and the DCI, against the constitutional equality of Article 243, 1A and B, which says all services are equal in terms of their formation. Sir, right now, you will see our regional commander is a commissioner, but his counterpart is the AIG. So, and all county commanders of AP are senior superintendents, while their counterparts are commissioners. So we have almost 10 commissioners from Kenya Police Service within Nyanza region, while we have only one rank of commissioner of administration police, a great disparity. So as a law practitioner, sir, they normally say the aim of law is to suppress the mischief and advance the remedy. So I implore you to suppress the mischief and advance the remedy by applying Article 243, 1 and B of the Constitution of Kenya, sir. Number two, sir, issue of leave allowance. Sir, currently, the current leave allowance is inadequate for officers from distant counties, like those coming from Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, up to Kakuma. For me to get my home county, which is Garissa, I have to make almost 7 stopovers. So, currently, sir, with 4,000, can it manage those strenuous? Bearing in mind the purchasing power of shilling and the time value of money. So that, sir, we implore you, if we can look into that issue of leave allowance. Number three, sir, is the issue of stock theft. We have perennial stock theft along Kericho and Kisumu County. So they normally say, sir, we cannot fight crime using own law intervention strategy. We need all other players to come on board. I am happy Dr. Samuel Ekobia is here. I ask you through your officer, if the commission can invest up to the lowest level, that is sub-location level, to deploy the officers. Because there is no need for us to wait for the triggers of violence. We need to up our game right now before the situation gets out of hand. We normally see them when electioneering period is around the corner. So they have to pull up their socks and deploy the officers as soon as tomorrow. Because I believe security is a concerted effort. It needs a concerted effort from all actors and players. So the other issue is mental health among police officers. So we have mental health challenges due to stagnation, workload, and poor working condition. For example, Kisumu, we have only 2 counselors who are domiciled at the regional police headquarters. So they are not adequate. We need more counselors to be deployed to the lowest level of police command. That is where the rubber meets the bullet in terms of mental health pertaining to police officers. So the other issue is, under mental health, we have our officers from formed up units who are always deployed from formed up to sub-county level. So we request, sir, for psychological debriefing, 1 month psychological debriefing course for formed up units who are deployed to sub-counties so that they can reintegrate back to GD works. So the other issue is personnel shortage. As you know, this issue has been born in contention. It has been talked across several Jukwaa Usalama. We are understaffed as administration police. And since our officers went there, we have been given more mandate. Officers went 23,000, and we have been given more units: water police, mining police, energy police, against a lean workforce. So, sir, how can that be practical? So, I want to say, this recruitment we are waiting, sir, if it is possible, I request 8,000 personnel to go to administration police service so that we can because we have still Ngapu. So, sir, the other issue is motor vehicles. We have 3 of our stations who lack motor vehicle. One is Kisumu East, the other is Nyando, for almost, yeah, sir, and the other one is county. So, sir, I want to, so the other is hardship allowance. So I request, sir, for introduction of hardship allowance to Nyakach, Mohoroni, Seme, and Nyando, equivalent to the way teacher service, TSC are paid who are working in those stations. With those few remarks, sir, thank you for listening to me.
Asante sana. Let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Our next speaker will be from the Coast Guard. Sir, we have not heard from the Coast Guard since we started our deliberations on Tuesday last week. We need to hear from them.
Our chief guest, CS Murkomen, our PS, Internal Security, Dr. Raymond Omolo, our DIG, Mr. Masengeli, our DG, Kisumu County, our DG Kisumu County and all protocol observed. Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Simiyu Isaiah from the Kenya Coast Guard Service. I'm here to represent Kisumu Station as the in charge. Kenya Coast Guard Service is somehow new to many people around here, and it might look new, but on the ground, that's in the waters of Kenya. That's where we are well known, and we are performing duties as per our mandate to make sure that the fisheries and all the mariners are safe. In Lake Victoria, we have 3 stations. That's Kisumu Station in Kisumu County. We have Homa Bay, that's Mbita Station in Homa Bay County. And also we have one in Busia, that's Port Victoria. We've had some challenges concerning the operations, being a new baby in the security sector. And I think most of these issues, our DG has shared them with you. Mine is just to mention a few that I've seen to be pressing. One of the issues is understrength. We are really less in number in terms of personnel at the station. We know that Kenya Coast Guard is made up of a number of security personnel drawn from the existing ones. That's the National Police Service, the KDF, the KWS, and recently we had personnel from the prison service. So, sir, we are so less in that we are not able to perform our duties as supposed to be. But we are trying with the few that we have to make sure that our waters are safe and are good for our fishermen to fish. Sir, also we have issue to do with the boats. We inherited a number of vessels from the existing maritime police unit under the National Police Service and also the fisheries department. We find that, sir, the vessels were somehow old and are not able to perform the duties as they are supposed to do. So, sir, we request that for us to have a good and to have good operations in our waters, we at least need more vessels because we have only one, which is against the normal operational procedure. So we request that at least have 2, because normally we need to have 2 vessels just in case one develops a mechanical problem or capsizes, then the other should be able to rescue the personnel. So we are humbly requesting, sir, that you consider that. I know it's in your office. We are looking forward, sir, to make sure that we have at least one boat in Kisumu station so that we can enable us to have, to respond to emergencies, to search and rescue, and other issues affecting our fishermen in the Kenyan waters. Another issue, sir, is issue to do with career progression. We find that a number of personnel are from the National Police Service who have been posted to Kenya Coast Guard Service. There's a lot of stagnation, and it's good that, sir, you mentioned that, and we appreciate that at least you're going to look into our issues. Then the last one, sir, us as Coast Guard, our area of operation is the Kenyan waters. Here in Lake Victoria, Lake Baringo, Lake Turkana, Lake Naivasha, and also the coastal region. So our main clients are the fishermen, those people who go out day and night to do fishing. So we've had a number of drowning incidents. We've done some sensitization, and at the moment, sir, we are doing training on fisheries, on fishermen. We started with here in Kisumu, that's last month. We did in Homa Bay also, and last week we were in Migori. We trained them on good swimming skills. We issued them with life jackets, and also we gave them their certificates just to show that at least they have acquired some skills on matters to do with swimming. Also, this week we are winding up the one in Siaya to see that at least we have that good relationship with the fishermen, and that trust to make sure that at least we curb the insecurity issues in the lake and any others. Sir, with those few remarks, I say thank you for coming, for having time to come here and to listen to our grievances. Thank you, sir.
Asante sana. Please let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Our next speaker will be a representative of the DCI officers, Chief Inspector Francis Lelemusi. Please come forward.
Thank you, Madam.
Please don't repeat the issues that have already been spoken.
Thank you, Madam. Our chief guest, Honorable OKM, Onesimus Kisumu Murkomen, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration, our Principal Secretary, Dr. Raymond Molo, our DIG, Gilbert Masengeli, the Deputy Governor, the Regional Security Committee, the County Security Committee, and all protocol observed. Sir, I'm Chief Inspector Francis American Lelemusi. I'm here to represent the Directorate of Criminal Investigation and present these concerns. So I know we have so many challenges, but you prioritize and try to solve. So to begin with, allow me to use some technical terminologies because of the directorate service that I am serving. So the current crimes in our country, they tend to be cyber crimes. The fraudsters are wiring your money when you are just at home and they are just in Mombasa. So, sir, allow me to use some technical terminologies because of the service I come from, that's the Directorate of Criminal Investigation. So we have what we call electronic tracking gadgets, which are still centralized. That is trying to deny our great members of public within our county chance for us to serve them. So these gadgets, we have the locators, which if default or decentralized, in fact, so we can able to represent the interest and to interdict crimes and arrest immediately. So we have what we call MUNUSTA gadget. Yes. We said about training. So we lack much in training as a directorate and technical unit. So for the continuity, we request for training because we normally take officers from the General Service Unit, that's the Kenya Police, and in fact, they don't undergo, we don't plan for training. So we request you, sir, to consider that. Sir, I'm told not to mention about some difficulties in mobility and transport, but I wish just with your due respect to say the wonderful, we have a same sub-county and we don't have even a vehicle. We have the Kodibo sub-county, and we don't have a vehicle. So we request you to take consideration on that so that we can provide services to our people to the best that you wish. So we have what we call management of informants and information. So during the formation of the criminal investigation department, to manage informers and get information is very important for the security of our nation. We request you, sir, we focus on management of information and informant so that we cannot lag behind, so that we can able to advise our country on the upcoming and emerging crimes. So, sir, consider the source that we manage our informant and information, how to get information so that we can be ahead of criminals. Sir, it's expensive to get, so we request you, because I know you have the knowledge to support us on that. So management of crime, the crimes are becoming technical, dynamic as the technology. As I said there before, that the 4 principals can commit a crime in Mombasa, and they are committing crimes in Kisumu. So, sir, we request, because of the mobility, we dispatch our officers. So sometimes we have some constraints of finance for them to move and at least help the members of public. Otherwise, most of the time we give them assurance because of such constraints. Sir, I like to put this an observation that I wish to mention the recent triggers of high levels of crime in the country. So, of late, we are observing high influx of youth from the East and Central Africa and not really documented. So, these people are coming, this influx of youth to our country, they are coming to our country undocumented, and they are not documented. And in fact, they are doing businesses, they are selling so many things, they don't have shops, they don't have kiosks for them to give tax to the country. And our youths, now they get a competition, and now they are left to join or to sympathize and join other criminals. So, sir, we wish we look upon that so that we document this and we try to find a strategy to curb this high influx of youth from East and Central Africa. I know, yes, we wish and we support, but let us manage it because of crimes. We need to document, because they don't have permanent residence. Once they are hitted here, you realize they just migrate to Nyalenda. So lastly, I like to say, sir, I use your name as OKM because I met you somewhere when you are engineer, minister of roads, and you had a knowledge and will of security. Coming with the initiative of OKM Super Cup to bring the people of North Rift together and for them to stay as brothers and forget about cattle rustling. So you have a call to be a security officer, then you roll the mantle and serve our country. Thank you, sir, and God bless you.
Asante, thank you so much. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him, please. So our next speaker will be SSP Chelimo from Seme Sub-County. He will speak on behalf of the Sub-County Police Commanders.
Good afternoon, sir. Our chief guest this afternoon, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen. All protocols observed. Good afternoon. I am Jacob Chelimo, the Sub-County Police Commander, Seme. I'm going to speak on behalf of the 7 Sub-County Police Commanders from Kisumu County. We have 5 areas of concerns that would like to share with you this afternoon. And because most of them have been mentioned by the previous speakers, I'm going to be very brief. Number 1, we are requesting for additional motor vehicles. I know that the previous speakers have mentioned that, but I want just to give the figures. 17 police stations in Kisumu County have been identified as critically constrained in terms of mobility. So these police stations doesn't have even a single vehicle. So this hampers our operations. On the same note, sir, we also have acute shortage of police drivers. And we do request that more police drivers be trained so that we improve on the same. When you move around the police stations, you find that we have only 1 driver, which means that when this officer falls sick or is taken ill, or he proceeds on leave, then our operations stall. On the same area, under motor vehicles, we're also asking for the revival of police workshops. They have stalled. We normally take our vehicles to civilian workshops. So we are requesting that the same be revived. Number 2, revision of fuel allocation. I know this also has been mentioned by the previous speakers, but I just want to mention the figures. Currently, we are being allocated 450 liters per vehicle for every month. So we are requesting that these figures be increased to 750 liters every month for every vehicle. Number 3, reinstatement of confidential intelligence funds.
On average, how long does it take? On average, how long does the 450 liters take you? Or generally, on average,
yeah, it takes
in the county generally.
Let me.
How many days? Yeah.
Yeah, let me confine myself to sub-county because that's where I come from, and I have experience on the same. It takes us from 1st of the month up to around 20th. Then it is gone.
So the remaining 10 days of the month, what do you do?
What we normally do, we have fuel given to us for the departmental vehicles, the police vehicles. These are I'm talking about the list of motor vehicles. So if we have a number of liters, then we supplement. Yeah, because operations has to continue.
If you don't have? Huh?
No, I
want to ask: is there an OCS? Is there an OCS here who has had to be stuck completely because of mafuta haikufika the 30 days? So we're just having a frank conversation. Yeah. OCS Awasi. Just give him the mic. What do you do when your fuel, the 450 allocation is over? Have you ever experienced it, first of all?
Yeah, there was a time when I just reported here, mafuta iliisha on 19th of that month, on 19th of May.
Yeah.
And I remember mtu alikuja station na anataka usaidizi.
Mhm.
Hakuna kudanganyana, tuweke mafuta.
Yeah. That is true. So you requested member public kuwekea mafuta?
Ilibidi atuweke sababu we had no otherwise.
Because
OCPD naye ndiye huyo amekwama kabisa.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Asante sana. Is there any other, umesema which station is that?
Awasi police station in Nyando.
Awasi police station.
Yes.
Is there any other OCS? Ama ni huyu wa Awasi mwenye anasema ukweli? Is there any other person who has had to go through that? Yes, Uko. Yes, OCS.
Thank you very much, our CS. I had a problem, and I'm always experiencing, since I don't have even that vehicle. I'm always relying on members of the public for sympathy. Napata mwili iko mahali, I request members of the public mwenye ako na pick up. Anisaidie nawe fueled. OCS Ragumo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So wewe ni was, una gari?
Sina gari, sina motorcycle yote.
Yeah. Thank you.
Na sina kandini ya polisi. Na rely kwa OCS Kondele ama Kasa Kamu.
Base commander?
Yes.
Ama who is that? OCS. Yes, OCS. Ya mwisho. Hata wewe madam, antia base commander hapa. Unakwama na mafuta sometimes?
Sir, I think first of all, in our base we don't have a motor vehicle. So we rely on the motor vehicle for the OCS and the OCBD, and they have been supporting us so immensely. So we were even asking, if at all we are not going to get the motor vehicle, then maybe the fuel allocation for the OCS and the OCBD to be increased so that it can support us as the base commanders.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The last one, there was OCS behind you.
Thank you, Chief Guest. My name is Chief Inspector Korir. OCS Koru. Mine, I partner with the stakeholders. That is, I have the Kibos. Sometimes they assist me. There is agrochemical. Sometimes there is Chemelil. Moroni Sugar Company. They also is assisting me. There is the business community in Moroni. Sometimes when I stuck, because I have a counter, so normally they assist me sometimes. Thank you, sir.
Very much. You know why I'm saying this? I think, thank you very much, One OCS. Why I'm saying this is because the reality is that in the current leasing program, it ends, Koyo, wait. Yeah. There's a fundamental question I'm trying to pursue. Police stations are institutions of public, true or not true? So it is not for the police officer. It is the public's institutions. So if a police station gets stuck, if a police officer gets stuck and asks either business community or a member of public who has the capacity, forget about even the fuel, who has the capacity to give their car just to deal with an emergency or to contribute fuel to support operation of police, does that amount to corruption? It cannot be, because it cannot be corruption, because in the first place, we are trying to promote, first of all, the last people to be complained is members of parliament because you don't give us the budget. So that's where the bigger problem is in the first place. But you cannot say because of the lesser fuel allocation as ended and so forth, and yet we are saying security is for people working in a local community and so forth. You can't tell me that the members of public working together with their OCS cannot find local solutions, including building a police station. Most of the police stations have not been built, including donating land. You can't tell me that it will be corruption if the community donate land to build a police station, so they will owe whatever. You can't tell me during Christmas if the local community arrange themselves and take goodies to the OCS and the police officers in the police station to celebrate Christmas, it will be corruption. So we must separate corruption, which is linked to, I'm giving you money to get a service, from the one I'm saying, I am donating my land, I am building police station, I'm Kibos or Moroni or which other company, I'm building the police station and donate. We must separate that one from the corruption that someone comes and you tell him, usipotoa kitu sitaenda. If you go to OCS and tells you my allocation, like the OCS has said, has ended on 19th, and he tells you, in all fairness, I'm waiting for my bosses to look for fuel to send to me. And you are a member of parliament. You have the capacity to donate something. You know? Like Rosa says she's been giving. So, we should be able to say, Bwana OCS, to assist our people, shika tuweke mafuta, kari ende kwanza, mdozi yako bado kama anatafuta pesa huko ya kualoketiwa, kazi ifanyike. That's practicality. You know, the only thing is that should not be linked to a service that is personal to me as against the other Kenyans. You know? And I really want to say this with all utmost respect, because most of the police stations, like Sondu, where's the Sondu people? No, not, I'm saying Sondu OCS, or the police station next to Sondu. Where is the OCS? Sondu. What, your police station, ya which year? How old is the Sondu police station?
No, sir, I'm not from Sondu.
No, but you are, Sondu is just next door in Kericho.
It's
But how old?
It's a very old station.
Very, 1935.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? 1935 police station. Yet Sondu power generation was built the other day. Around 2000.
Yes, sir.
Using about 15 billion. Yes. But nobody thought about,
building
as they build that
station.
15 billion station, wafanye kitu ya only 5 million or even 10 for the police station. So because these are institutions that have been neglected over time, we have to have a honest conversation about whether the police officers should remain in that condition. Either we wait for budget to increase, or where possible, we do local arrangement to support building police station and many other things. Even donating cars. Business communities should be free to donate an extra vehicle to police officers where they can. Or any person who would like to donate, it's received in the normal manner, registered, and it serves the people, as long as not linked to personal gain. Thank you very much. You proceed.
Thank you, sir. Number 3, we are also requesting for reinstatement of confidential intelligence funds. We used to get these funds up to 3 when it certainly stopped. So, reinstatement confidential intelligence fund. This fund is instrumental in supporting grassroots intelligence gathering from youths, border operators, and others. Number 4, we are also asking for establishment of an allied intelligence unit. We recommend the formation of an allied intelligence unit modeled on the former, the de facto special branch to focus on gangs and high-level criminal networks. This unit should be legally constituted, adequately resourced, and integrated with existing. It focuses on gangs, on high-level criminal networks. This unit should be legally constituted, adequately resourced, and
Toa sauti, toa sauti.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Francis Ofondos. I serve as the County Prisons Commander in Kisumu and also as the officer in charge of Kisumu Maximum Security Prison. I stand here to represent Kenya prisons in these deliberations. Generally, we have 5 prisons within Kisumu County, and we only have two presentations to make. One, the Kisumu County prisons serve about 31 courts within Kisumu County. Kisumu town alone, we have 15 courts, minus 2 high courts in Kisumu and 1 Kenya Court of Appeal. And we have a court in Winam, we have a court in Maseno. Winam has 2 courts, Maseno has 2 courts, Kombewa has 2 courts, Nyando has 2 courts, and Tamu has 2 courts. This brings a total of about 27 courts, plus the 2 high courts and the Kenya Court of Appeal, and plus an upcoming court around Ahero, which I understand is going to be opened very soon. You realize those are 31 courts. And now when in these 31 courts, we take our prisoners to those courts every day. And if we look at the transportation, we realize that we do not have enough transport. Tukianza kupeleka wafungwa asubuhi, tunamaliza jioni na tunaanza kuwarudisha tena. Gari kizunguka inatupa changamoto. So tunaomba kama itawezekana tuweze kupewa gari na probably personnel ndio tuweze kufikisha hawa watu kotini vizuri. So you will appreciate that the type of the category of the prisoners that we have here, that we deal with, ni wale ambao ni sugu. So you will appreciate that the category of the prisoners ambao tuna deal now ni wale sugu, and we are advised not to use the prison ambulance. But sasa tumeanza kutumia hiyo ambulance iweze kutusaidia kufikisha watu kotini na tuweze kurudisha. So hiyo inatusumbua kidogo. Combined it's still okay. If there is any problem, I'll ask all of you to get out. Yeah, our work includes disaster management. Yeah. But the people who are supposed to check. If there is any doubt, they let us know, so that nobody is injured in the process. I proceed. Thank you very much, sir. Together with the productions to court, and I've said that the category of the prisoners that we normally take to these courts are high-profile prisoners, prisoners serving very long sentences, appearing for their appeals after having been in prison for a long time, 20, 30, 40, up to 100 years. So in terms of their security, tunahakikisha iko sawa. So tunaomba saa kama tunaweza pewa magari ambaye inaweza kutusaidia kupeleka hawa wafungwa kotini pamoja na mafuta. So you will realize that most of the prisons that we have in this county ni jela za zamani. Like if you talk about Kibos Maximum, jela ilijengwa 1968. When you talk about Kisumu Maximum, ni jela ilijengwa wakati ya ukoloni 1950 something, ikafunguliwa 61. Hizi ni jela ambazo mjengo zao ni ya zamani. Na tukitaka tunaomba tu tuweze kusaidiwa kupate ya kisasa. Tunaomba kwamba ikiwezekana tuwe provided na facilities ambaye inaweza kutufanya tufanye court productions virtually. Itatusaidia in terms of kupeleka wafungwa kotini na hata in terms of saving the government some money. Ya mwisho tunaongea mambo ya integration of prisoners. The integration of prisoners, wafungwa tukisha wafanyia corrections vile tunatakana tufanye, na wamemaliza kifungo yao 20, 30, 40 years, some of them wanafunguliwa wana appeal, unapata wakienda pale nje wanafungiwa kidogo, wanakuwa labeled na members of the public. Tunaomba our ngao officers at the level of the chief, the assistant chief, namna hiyo muweze kutusaidia, muweze kufanya hawa watu kule nyumbani watu waweze kuelewa kwamba hawa majamaa wamerekebishwa, because that is our mandate and that's what we do. Mutusaidie waweze kukubalika, kwa sababu tunafanya kazi kubwa sana kuweza kurekebisha hawa watu. Tafadhali mutusaidie waweze kukubalika, ndio tuweze kufunga hii mambo ambaye ni recidivism, wasirudi tena huko kwetu. Otherwise, hizo tu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate. So our last speaker in this category will be the DCC Seme, Elizabeth Owendi. Madam Elizabeth. And if you have been slotted to speak in the other category, kindly come sit on the front here.
Honorable Onesmus Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration. Dr. Raymond Omolo, Principal Secretary, State Department for Interior and National Administration. Mr. Gilbert Masende, DIG. Madam Flora Moro, Regional Commissioner, Nyanza Region. His Excellency Dr. Matthew Owili, the Deputy Governor for the Great County of Kisumu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elizabeth Owendi Ocholi, and I'm the Deputy County Commissioner, Seme Sub-County, and I'm standing here on behalf of my colleagues from the Great County of Kisumu. The first thing, sir, and to appreciate you being here. It gives some of us an opportunity to be able to address you directly, and we are grateful that you came. I will go straight to the issues that were brought up by the Deputy County Commissioners, and I'll address myself first of all to the issue of defilement which you had raised, and I wanted, sir, to bring to your attention that the officers, the Deputy County Commissioners, are not sitting and just lamenting about this issue. The officers have taken various steps to be able to address the issues, and as we raise it in this forum, it is that where it will need support, we are going to get the support of the ministry. What the officers have done, for example, in East, there is a perpetrator who had defied 4 minors. This perpetrator is before court. In Nyakach, in the other sub-counties, these people are followed up with the support of Ngao officers, and they are before court. Something else that has happened in Seme, because Seme is leading, when the chart is read for defilements, Seme comes up tops. And what Seme has done is that they have already sensitized all the village elders, and at some point on the issue of kangaroo courts which were promoting this, one of the village elders was arrested and arraigned in court for covering this up. At the same time, the security team also looked at the issue of defilement, and they decided that we don't want to wait for our girls to be defiled for us to address it. And so they are going to to all schools within the sub-county, and up to now they have been able to cover 5 schools, sensitizing the children to be able to take responsibility for themselves. Because we noticed at some point even the guardians and the parents are abetting the defilement practice. The next issue we would like to address ourselves to is the issue of policy. The national government administration officers are responsible for coordinating implementation of policy in the sub-counties. And we noticed, sir, that there are some policies that come and the implementation structures are near impossible because at the time of formulation, the national government officers are not given a chance to be at the point of inception of the policies that we are supposed to implement. And our request is that because we have national government officers in the ministries, if we can have them included within the committees that are formulating laws, that are proposing policies, for us to be able to implement our mandates effectively. We noticed that they have not been trained for long, and we also noticed that they are not resourced. So our request is that if training can be upped, especially at this point, so that the officers or the persons who are involved in the peace initiatives are able to support the Ngao fraternity in the effective implementation of our mandate. And the same goes for the village elders. We appreciate the policy recognition of the contribution of the village elders. And every time we go to a baraza, they are asking us, how far has it gone? And I'm requesting, sir, that you'll be able to address it at some point so that we can have the answer to be able to share. I also want to mention the issue of resources in the coordination of other departments within the sub-county. Okay. We noticed that those departments, you need them to implement something, but they have not been resourced by the respective ministries and departments. So if we can have a dialogue where the departments in the sub-counties are resourced so that their delivery of service is proper and seamless. The next issue, sir, is on infrastructure. And I'll just mention that a number of our officers don't have offices, residences for chiefs, for assistant chiefs, the Ngao officers, and the ICT component also to be fast-tracked. Sir, please allow me to mention the Ngao welfare. And I'm mentioning it, I know it has been mentioned, but we are grateful that at this time we can stand with pride and say that we have moved a step from where we were. And we want to thank you for unclogging training and promotions. And we still want to request for the scheme of service for chiefs and assistant chiefs to be expanded. Because you'll realize that if an assistant chief, young, who was employed at 35, will stay in service for a number of years, but they will get at a place and stop, and yet there is no promotion. So we request for that. And I want to request, sir, that in conclusion, to state that the officers you have in the sub-county are competent and they are committed to deliver the mandate of the ministry. And we pray that God blesses you as you continue to support us in giving this.
Thank you. Let's appreciate her. Sir, we have come to the end of presentations by the officers. We now want to move to the next category of opinion leaders. And we start with Mr. James Ochieng Omuga, who works with the community policing organizations. Karibu.
All protocols observed, but guest of honor, I have my report written and I won't go through everything. I'll say a few because some had been tackled. My name is James Ochieng Omuga, Coordinator Community Policing Committees, Kisumu County. It is an honor for this chance to address this national gathering chaired by Cabinet Secretary Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen. I appreciate your system and pattern of operations. This is the reality of bottom-up governance. You and your peers, Dr. Raymond Omolo, have proven to the nation a new system of leadership. Bona CS, I am so proud of the Nyanza, two strong ladies and brave girls representing our region, that is our regional commissioner and our regional police commander. Sir, I serve this region in two capacities. I am the Secretary for Majatu Owners Association and Coordinator for Community Policing Committees. You also gazetted me as a member of County Transport and Safety Committee for Kisumu while you were in the Ministry of Transport. As a member of CTSC, allow me to address only two items. I had three, but one had been tackled by the Base Commander Kondele. I want to call upon your ministry to implement instant fines. This is to reduce corruption on our roads and also time taken for litigation. Our vehicles are on loan and we fear taking too much time in the police station waiting for court to hear our issues and maybe take our fines because our cases are usually plea cases. When we realize a vehicle is going to be at the station for more than 8 hours, then we might force the police officer to take some money and allow us to go. So if we come up with instant fines, then we shall be safer and we shall abide by it. We've been doing road safety sensitization, which we have done with NPS, NTSA, and CGK, and I call upon your ABU office to help us continue in this sensitization and public dialogue with our drivers, operators, border, and all stakeholders in the industry. As the coordinator for community policing, allow me to address the following. Crime in the county. Bona CS, the appointment of Dr. Raymond Omolo as PS for Interior has been a blessing to this region. And that one, I say, also has improved on our status for our region. The violent political protest, we can say, had stopped. And Kisumu is now peaceful. This is in turn has attracted investors and many international activities taking place in Kisumu. Not to mention the ball games. Our governor and deputy governor have been hosting international programs in the city. Even our city manager have been receiving very many guests in our city because of the program we have. I can attribute this to one man. There is a boy in our county, Bona CS, called Boy Akoth. He has done some mobilization with our youth, more so you can remember on Gen Z protest on 25th and Sabasaba. There was no movement within the city. And on that note, I say the government supported him, and I thank him. Most of our problems in crime are youth below 25 years. And we need to address it. In our public primary schools, we have issues of drugs in our schools, and the boys are in groups. The issues of street children, our small children below the age of 10 and 13, sleeping in the cold as we sleep in houses. Yet after 10 years, we come and blame insecurity. Can we solve this issue of street children through the Council of Governors and maybe do some other issues? On mobility, it had been said. Finally, Bona CS, I want to plead with you. Community Policing Act is in NPS Act section 96 to 100. Can it be implemented in all police stations so that we have community policing committees sitting there? And in Kisumu Central, Bona CS, we do have multi-agency meetings with the NPS, with the chief, with the DCI, with the NACADA, with the NIS, and we deliberate and do minutes monthly. This has helped a lot in Kisumu Central. Multi-agency approach. It is better if several agencies work together to a security approach. We call upon CGK to collaborate and cooperate with the security agencies in areas like street lighting, markets, and bus park management committees. Many criminal hotspots within the city and the estates are usually dark, e.g. along Ondiek Highway, around Kisumu Polytechnic, most streets within Nyalenda, Manyata, Obunga, Milimani, and other areas. Issues of land ownership has been said. And finally, Bona CS, we are barring our chairperson for Kondele Police Station Committee, Chair Mary Chama, tomorrow. And we call upon your support in that program. As I go back to sit down, I also want to congratulate our sub-county commander who has worked tirelessly with us to ensure peace and security within our region. And I request Bwana sub-county police commander apewe promotion to the commissioner of police. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's appreciate him, please. Our next speaker will be a village elder. Her name is Susan Atieno. Karibu, madam.
All protocols observed. My name is Susanna Atieno Uma, from Kisumu Central, a village elder. To Honorable CS, we appreciate you for this opportunity as village elders to engage you directly. We kindly seek your guidance on the following matters. What is the current status of the Village Elders Bill? Is it likely to succeed? And when might it become operational? Are there government plans to provide regular remuneration for village elders as envisioned in the bill? Will there be capacity building programs to strengthen our understanding of roles and responsibilities as well as basic law? Can the government consider introducing reporting tools such as mobile phones like those provided to CHPs to support our work? Honorable CS, narudi kwako kidogo. Pongezi kwako sana, tena zaidi, kwa kukaa na sisi siku ya leo. Hakuna CS mwingine amewahi kukaa na sisi vile umekaa siku ya leo. Na tena umengoja mpaka dakika hii, ambaye umengoja kusikiza maoni yetu kama village elders. I have been a village elder for more than 15 years. Na hii imenipea nguvu zaidi kwa kukutana na wewe, kwa sababu najua wewe ni mtendakazi ambaye Rais Ruto alikuchagua kama mtendakazi ambaye atatekeleza maombi yetu kama wana mashinani. Ningependa kuuliza, kuna jambo ambalo nililotumwa na community. Kuna hii Kanyakwar sublocation, kuna Kanyakwar location. Kanyakwar location, it was gazetted 10 years back. Till now, it has not been operationalized. Sasa sijui shida imekuwa ni nini. Sijui ni sisi hatujui ama namna gani. Kwa sababu gani? Kuna hizi sub-counties zingine ambazo zimepata locations hivi karibuni tu, lakini hatujui yetu imekuwa namna gani. Kuna shida yenye huwa tunapata kama village elders wakati ambapo tunafanya kazi. Hii ningependa at least nikuwekee kwa report yako ili uweze kujua. Sisi kama village elders tuko na kazi mingi. As much as sisi kuna wanawake wajane, watoto mayatima, wazee. Sisi wenyewe ndio huwa tunawatafuta pale mashinani ili waweze kupewa hiyo pesa ya wazee. Na sisi kama village elders huwa tunaachwa nyuma. Hatujui shida inakuwa wapi. Last time tuliagizwa ni kama tungepata ile token kidogo. Na hiyo token imekuwa ikisemwa, hatujui kwa saa hii imefika wapi. Na ni kwa sababu gani? Huwa tunafanya patrols hata usiku. Lakini tukifanya hizo patrols, saa zingine mnaweza hata kutuangalilia kidogo kama hata tunaweza kupata hata kama ni ka reflector, ili tuweze kukua tofauti na wale wengine, ili tuone kama hao wanakijiji, kwa sababu sisi ndio tunafanya kazi kubwa. Reporting ni sisi ndio tunapatia hawa machiefs wenye wako hapa ripoti. Bila sisi hawawezi fanya, bila sisi, kwa sababu sisi ndio tunaenda mashinani na tunapata zile ripoti zenye zimejificha humo ndani mashinani. Tukishapata tunawaletea ripoti, wanapata. Sisi kila ripoti lazima tupeane. Hata kama ni kuku ametaga mayai, tunapeana ripoti. Asanteni.
Asante sana, tumpigie makofi. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Our village elders huwa wanatusaidia sana. Thank you so much. Sir, our next, tutulie tafadhali. Order please. Our next speaker, sir, will be leader from the University of Maseno. Please come forward. Mr. Paul Samuel is from Maseno University.
Our able chief guest na mchapakazi Waziri Kipchumba Murkomen, our PS Raymond Omolo, who is also a friend of comrades, DIG Gilbert, Deputy Governor Kisumu County, all protocol observed. Good afternoon. I know it is evening. Good evening. This is Paul Kirutu Samuel. Paul Kirutu Samuel is a student leader at Maseno University. Coordinator, Jukwaa la Wasomi, Kisumu County Edition. Waziri, before I proceed, please, on behalf of student leaders, allow them, or those student leaders who are present, please rise up so that Waziri awaone. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Now, tusalimie waziri na ile slogan yetu, Comrades Power. Comrades Power. Asante. How I wish that next time, Bwana Waziri, when we are starting this, at least comrades utupewe program watu wa kwanza, because we have a lot of issues pertaining security. Kindly. Kwa sababu nimesikia watu wanasema mala allowances, hardship. Comrades ndio wako na hardships mingi sana. So, asante. I'll be brief, Waziri. Number one, student leaders that you are seeing here, they have sent me to present the following issues before you, Waziri, if you allow me. Number one is to request the Ministry of Interior to intervene and help us as student leadership to have a good relationship with the community and security agencies around the institutions. Because you find like in Maseno University, it is a border university, or it is a border institution. We have students staying in other western side and in Kisumu County. So we are asking that please, these are institutions, they are structured in they are structured in communities, and these communities sometimes they have issues, and you see and you find that sometimes this community or villagers use students or comrades as tools of punishment to other colleagues. Number two, Waziri, we are asking that as student leaders that you incorporate us in some of these security committees, both from national level, county level, and even sub-county level, so that we help the government, or we help the county government, both national and county, to articulate some of these security issues and to help them sort out insecurity. I know this to county government, but please, Waziri, most of institutions lack security lights. And through you, I'll urge the deputy governor, because the governor is not present. Kisumu County, most of institutions are facing challenges to do with security lights. Please help us, because we found that most of students are part-timers, perhaps within the town of Kisumu. So kuna wale wanasoma jioni hadi saa 3 ya usiku. So we help on that. Another issue is accommodation, Bwana Waziri. Accommodation has become an issue on insecurity, because we find that most of students, because of they don't have that capacity or ability to stay within town, it forces them to stay in unfamiliar conditions or in unfamiliar environments, which leads to their insecurities. Another one, Waziri, I have organized an event for Jukwaa la Wasomi. I have engaged the county commissioner, Mr. Benson. Please, we will have that event in Maseno University. Bwana Waziri, tunaomba kama student leaders wa Kisumu, tumekwama kidogo. Kama unaweza to support, at least tukuwe na successful event. Please, tusaidie tafadhali. Sawa sawa? Na comrades, Si umeona PS Raymond yako area? Si umemwona? Sasa PS Raymond, tafadhali usitoke kama usijasalimia hao wangwana.
Asante. Thank you so much.
Lastly,
Asante
Bwana Waziri,
sana.
because just a minute, because I'm a youth leader, I've also been sent by youths within Kisumu County to present, no everyone couldn't articulate their issues, but nimepewa hapa barua kidogo nikupe Bwana Waziri. If you allow me please, nikupe. Asante.
Thank you. Let's appreciate him. Asante sana. The next student leader is Sharon Akinyi from Kisumu Polytechnic. Karibu.
Good evening. All protocol observed. Waziri wetu, tunashukuru sana kwa kukuja to come at least have a chat with us. My name is Sharon Akinyi from the Kisumu National Polytechnic. I'm the Gender Affairs Director, and I'm here to present my school. I know all of you are aware of what is going on in Kisumu National Polytechnic, right? Yeah, thank you. Waziri, on matters concerning security, I don't know where the grudge is coming from between the police and the comrades. Because when we were fighting for our rights, they were using the live bullets, which is very, very wrong. I don't know where this grudge started from. Or are they allowed to use the live bullets? No. And why are they using it for us? Because we are just fighting for our rights. We just want solutions. And that's the only way. Because najua binadamu lazima atumiwe nguvu, si ndio? They asikize wanafunzi. So we were just fighting for our rights, and they were using live bullets. Kindly work on that. And this pink what? Pink tear gas. Hey, Nikali. Aki mwache hiyo. Yeah, mwache. We are just fighting for our rights. And before we do that, we even write a letter to the police. I don't know why they were rush for us. Otherwise, I hope it will be handled. My next case is external security, outside the school. Waziri, comrades, especially around Manyata, Nyamasaria. That's where we normally live, because that's where the affordable houses are. Unapata the 2,500. Kindly, the security there is so poor. Uwezi tembea past 8. I don't know. It's becoming too much. And as I finalize, I'm requesting, Waziri, for a partnership on issues of drugs. Kindly work on that. Yeah, it's becoming too often. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate Madam Akinyi. Asante sana. Sir, our next speaker represents the Beach Management Unit, Mr. Romanus Odoch.
Bwana Waziri, allow me to ride on the protocols which have been mentioned by the speakers who have become before me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Romanus Odoch. I stay in Dunga Beach. I have come here today to represent at least over 20 beaches which are bordering Kisumu County. I'll not talk much, but I'll only talk about the challenges which are facing the Fisafo community. Number one challenge that we face is insecurity. Bwana Waziri, our beaches are a peace haven for criminals. Whenever they do any crime outside there, they'll always come to our beaches, and they'll keep on changing from one beach to the other. Once they know the security apparatus have found out that they're in Dunga, they'll move to Sindo. From Sindo, they'll move to Beta, and so on and so forth. I would request your office, if possible, at least to try your level best to establish a police post in each and every beach for security purposes. Bwana Wasiri, yesterday, while you were at Siaya, we had one of the speakers saying that changa should be legalized. We, as the FISAPOC, we say a very big no to changa. Number 3 challenge that we have at the beaches are the underage children who normally go for fishing. And these children, if you dig their background, you'll always find that they come from very poor background. So if the government can find a way of helping these children to go back to school, it will be very helpful. Number 4 is the life jacket. We have so many accidents which take place in the lake, and without life jacket, once the accident takes place, then your life will be gone. If the government can find a way of donating the life jacket to our FISAPOC, that one can be very, very useful. Another one now is that we are moving away from the traditional fishing, and we are going to what we call the fish cages. And therefore, we want just ask the government, your office included, if at least you can donate some cages for the fishermen so that the catch can increase. Another challenge that we face is the boundary in the lake. Bwana Wasiri, as you are aware, the fish does not know the boundary in the lake. They move anywhere in the lake. But human beings have demarcated the boundaries in the lake, especially the boundary between Kenya and Uganda. Recently, I saw our able president meet with the able president of Uganda, and I hope what they discussed is about the boundary, because we are tired of eating uncooked fish. Another challenge that we face is what we call the sex for fish, or the fish for sex. And let me just break it down. When a fisherman has caught some fish, he will always say the woman to at least to give the body, and then in exchange for the fish. And this one is coming about because of poverty. I want to request the office of our PS. I know you have been going around at least doing a noble job of empowering the women. I want to request you, if one day you can come to Dunga and other beaches to empower our women, so that if such a vice comes, they can say no to that kind of intimidation. Another one, and this one is the last one, is human-wildlife conflict along the lake. And this one, at least, the Kenya Wildlife Service can really help us. We have got so many people who have lost their lives through the hippos or whatever. So if the wildlife can do something, with all those remarks, thank you so much.
Santi, let's appreciate him, please. Next, Boda. So this is a sector that is very important to all of us. And they have a representative here. Karibu sana. Bwana Jacob Ogambo.
Thank you very much, Madam RC. I'm Apostle Dan Ochola. I represent the Boda fraternity. I'm a teacher by profession, but not employed since 2013. My introduction gives the definition of Boda. And one of the reforms, or one of the plea that I want to lay to the CS, is that the name Boda should be changed to transport officers. Reason number one, I've realized that any term related to an office is respected than the term boda boda. Secondly, I want to appreciate the chiefs that are here and the assistant chiefs. They have worked hand in hand with the boda boda fraternity, and may God bless you so much. The next thing that I want to speak of, that the boda boda fraternity should and must be respected by any government of the day. As we speak today, all over the nation, news, gazette is full of boda boda. We are given all sorts of names: rogue boda boda, killer boda boda, murderer, all sorts of names. And for that reason, we are changing our names from boda boda to transport officers. Number two, all of us seated here today, in every family or household, there is a boda boda rider. And for this reason, this industry must be respected. And I want to plead with the area MPs that are here, that have been working so nicely with the boda boda fraternity, that we have a bill that is in parliament. For us as boda boda, since I'm an apostle, I want to quote the book of Jeremiah chapter number 1, verses number 11. The angel of God is asking Jeremiah, what do you see? The same question I want to ask the CS today, what do you see? We see a boda boda that is transformed, that is taking care of their families. In Kisumu, we are having a very big challenge. And this has made the boda boda fraternity of Kisumu not to be at peace. And this is the aspect of Mbogi. The Mbogi are out, they are working with